along with 20th Street Park also. It would be done all at once, Washington Park, and go to 28th Street Park. The Public Property Committee, they locked the gate today, and we feel it's very unfair for the pickleball players. They lock the gates on them. They are Peru citizens. They might be from out of town. They are Peru taxpayers. And a public park should not be locked, no matter what sport it is or the circumstances. When you live by a park, you move by a park, you build by a park, noises will come with the park. It's all part of the fit. So we are asking the Public Property Committee to unlock the gates to resume pickleball, so U.S. Tennis can get in there next week. So one more week, maybe two at the most, but this all depends on the weather. But please take the locks off the gates at 28th Street Park.
First of all, Your Honor, wasn't any changes to the parks supposed to come in front of the council?
Yes, and we did. And that's what we,
Yeah, but the change was that you were gonna move pickleball to Washington Park, which we were all in favor with. We gave 100% support. But I didn't know that we were gonna go and lock the gate and say you couldn't play till this court was done. I figured once the courts got done, got ready to go, then we would move it. I had no clue we were gonna put a padlock on the gate.
We've been encouraging the change at the park. In fact, the rec board has two pickleball programs going on beginning June 23rd at Washington Park. And we were encouraging this change to take place. Up until our public property meeting tonight at 6 o'clock, we had no idea when this was going to happen.
But now you do.
But now we do.
So can we unlock the park and be reasonable? And let the people play up there until they can move to Washington Park?
That's all.
It's just a reasonable request with respect. Can we unlock the park and let them play until they can start at Washington Park?
now, that works both ways, Waldorf, because there are also people that want to play tennis at that park.
They can play at Washington for a week or 10 days.
Okay.
It's not straight for tennis.
What's that?
28th Street Park is not straight for tennis.
It doesn't matter, they can still play tennis on the court. There's a tennis net still there, and our public property, it's not like we just went out there and gave the order to lock that park up.
Actually, it is.
Well,
No, what I'm saying is, it wasn't just up, we just didn't decide that today. There was a formal email sent to the park board and the two chiefs, giving the 30-day notice that June 1st was going to be the day, that we were going to start the transition of public works going in and removing the nets and putting up the tennis court net over at 28th Street Park, and so there was plenty of notice.
And we also at first asked what the time frame was for the change to take place.
Okay, and now we know.
Today we know.
Right. So, yes or no, can we unlock the park and let them play tennis at Washington, pickleball at 38th, and then move forward once U.S. Tennis comes in? Yes or no, can
What is the date? We gave them a date of June 1, and nobody's happy with
But
that.
that date of June 1 was a little bit unreasonable because
No,
the
it's
padlock,
not.
the padlock went on the gate.
Today.
In a public park.
Correct.
Correct.
So the same thing that's gonna have to happen when U.S. Tennis comes and does a transition, is gonna have to be a lock on the gate.
Well,
transition. So we can
there's the
start,
transition.
so we can start the transition June 1st, which we ask for the gate to be locked, so we can actually start that transition. We can remove the nets, we can put the temporary nets down at Washington Park for pickleball, and they can play there. It's a portable sport.
Well, why is that okay with the pickleball players, but it's not okay with the tennis players from 38th Street Park to go to Washington Park to play tennis?
I think we're making a big mistake.
I think we're making a big deal out of nothing.
Yeah.
It's reasonable enough.
Being the president of the park board, it seems like there's a communication gap between the park and the public,
Public property.
property. Why is there, it seems like there's such,
Like hitting heads, bumping heads, you're saying. We can't call U.S. Tennis every single day. You know, they are a huge company. They work all over the Midwest, and they also have a business in Arizona. they're big, they're huge, they're professionals, they know what they're doing. But their work, it's all done by the weather. You know, I've said before, they need 3 days without rain, 3 days,
8 days above 50.
Yeah. 8 days above 50 degrees, morning or night, and 3 days straight without no rain.
Okay, was that communicated with all the
Yes.
revealer and all the
Yes.
courts?
Yes, this all came up back in 2012, we mentioned all that, all the way through the last 3 years, we mentioned that. But, we contacted US Tennis the 28th of May. Janice talked to the owner, Mike, when can you come to Peru? And he said, we have 3 or 4 jobs to finish from last fall, before the weather got bad. We're gonna finish those first, then come to Peru. You're on top of our list.
That email was forwarded to Alderman Press and Alderwoman Miller.
And that was the 28th of May. Today, it was probably about,
That was May 15.
4:30, 5 o'clock, when I found out that Janice talked to Mike, the owner of US Tennis, saying that they can start this week with the post work and next week with the painting work.
Weather permitting.
Pardon?
Weather permitting.
Weather permitting.
Weather permitted, right.
So
No,
it
the
could be,
post-work will be done
it could
in
be the end of
November.
June, early July, if it continues to rain, correct? So if we were to give you an extra 2 weeks, like you had requested in public property, and that 2 weeks comes, say, June 18th, and it's raining and they can't do it, then you're saying that it's okay for us to put up, to lock the gate, okay? That's what we.
I don't think it's ever.
That's, wait, that's what we're saying,
guys.
hold on, to start the transition.
To start the transition, there's nobody in town to make the transition.
Yes, there is, it
No,
takes,
it's not.
okay, then
They
I
just said they're not here because it's raining. Was it any, was
listen
that,
to what I have to
was
say,
approved
listen
that
to what I
night?
have to say, please.
That was approved that night,
What I-
8-0. I'm
What's
the
that?
chairman, let me talk. That was approved that night, 8-0. Was it anybody's intention
For
here to
spring
lock the park?
2014, spring 2014,
Spring
not
2014, who decided June 1?
our
Spring
public
2014?
property committee who's in charge of making any kind of structural changes.
Was it
No,
in the motion or the second to lock the park? No.
not amongst.
We're gonna
not amongst
decide
us.
that on June 1 on public
Okay.
property, we're gonna lock the park.
Spring is the 21st.
That wasn't brought up, and was that everybody's intention, was to lock the park?
No.
All right.
Can we just have a straw poll amongst the council?
We are,
That's what I'm, that's what I'm going for.
we are going to, we made an agreement 30 days ago, our public property committee, that June 1st, we were gonna make the structural change. To make that structural change, you're gonna have to put a lock on that gate to do it, otherwise people are gonna be going in there trying to play, because they can't do it all in one day. So,
Okay, let's take a straw poll.
Yeah, I think we're letting.
Nobody's intention was to lock the gate.
yeah,
Take a straw poll.
well, you know what, I feel that this council should be supporting the public property committee, because there's been games played all along with this, over the past month and a half.
You've moved much farther than it was before, there's no game. The
No,
game is
there
putting a
is-
lock on the park.
There is no reason why Public Works can't go in there and remove 2 nets and move them down to Washington Park and let the tennis court back at 28th Street Park. There's no reason why we cannot do that. There doesn't need to be stripes on the ground for kids to be playing tennis at 28th Street Park. Why can't we do that? We can do that ourselves. I can do it. I can just remove 2 clips and take those the pickleball nets down to Washington.
Portable nets.
And then they're portable nets.
Why don't you just leave it where it's at? Take a straw poll.
Yeah, I think we should leave it where it's at until they make the transition.
So it's done, till they come in town to strike it so that it's done right.
Exactly.
Do what you want to do, but, you know, it's, we're giving you the advice and the opinions from our public property committee. You either
Well,
support it or
what's
not.
everybody want? Once again, that wasn't part of the motion or the second. That we are gonna decide, the public property committee is gonna decide that on whatever date it is, we're gonna direct public works to put a lock on the gate.
Yeah, I mean, as a.
Well,
That wasn't part of it.
Our
Nobody
committee should be
would've
the one to
said
make
that.
the direction to when a structural change can be made. I mean, if we want, there's no reason why we can't say, let's remove the nets over there. Why can't we give that order? Why does the full council have to give that order to play tennis over at 28th Street Park again? Why does that go in front of the full
You
council?
asked for a transition to be made to repaint the courts at Washington Park and
Right.
28th Street Park. That's going to be done, let that happen, and then nobody's gonna have a problem. Let it happen.
Well, I don't see why we can't just remove the pickleball nets and let tennis continue over at 28th Street Park. It's spring 2014.
Do it the
That's
right way once,
Do it the right way
Let's
once.
do it right.
be done with it. Paint it, move the nets, and then it's done.
Stand up, Joe.
What does anybody think? Did you think you were gonna? Yes, Joe.
I just want to say that the gates have been locked all winter.
Because there was some bolt issue or something I saw. It was a safety at one point. in
Right,
time.
but they have been locked all winter.
They're locked until we put the tennis or the pickleball courts back up.
Who put the pickleball nets up?
City,
So the city can move them?
yes, they're city property.
Why don't you wanna take
We
away,
don't need US tennis to move the nets down to Washington Park.
Okay, what does everybody up here wanna do? You wanna unlock it and wait for the painters to come to town and do that?
That's why we move forward in doing what we're doing now, so we can put an end to it. Otherwise, they have a full 3 years.
Just speak up.
Yes.
I'm gonna recognize you.
I just want to say that we've been very patient, almost two and a half years.
I understand that, everybody
And
else
the,
understands.
and when
but
we came to the public property
another week or 2
meeting
weeks,
last month, that, it came out of that meeting that it would be closed on June
There's
first.
gonna be a lock on the gate on June first.
You were
That's
informed
what
by
it-
email. I have a copy of the email.
Yes.
You were
Yes,
informed
there
30
was
days
an
ago.
email written to Ray.
They voted,
To
it
Ray.
came out of that meeting a month ago that it was going to be June first.
We didn't make a decision. We made a decision in public, or in a meeting. We just sent.
And the email was sent to Ray.
And to the-
Just decide this. Alderman Farr, you want it unlocked? Alderman Farr, Alderman Waller, Alderman Colton, Alderman Perez,
Thank you for
You
your
know my answer.
Alderman Rackman, Alderman Mueller.
Keep it locked until.
Okay, public works unlock it tomorrow. All right?
Thanks.